Welcome to the place where free time goes to die. You're listening to The Fellas.
So now we got gay-ass prog rock, fucking progressive rock. That's what we're reduced to now.
Yeah.
Yeah, what? You're in charge of the music. Did you choose this shit?
Well, it kind of went with.
Okay, you hesitated. Now you're just spinning shit. I'll have Dr. Jordan Peterson have words with you later. All right, everybody, you listen to the fellas. It's Antoine and Ray. Booted Dane up, gonna dust the cobwebs off him. Took like 3 hours to get his ass updated.
Yeah, man.
So today we actually saw Maze Runner, The Death Cure.
The last movie of the series.
Yeah, it's a good thing you said that, because nobody else is going to know what the fuck we were talking about. I watched the goddamn movie, and I spent like the first hour trying to remember what the fuck was going on. The first two were completely forgettable, and after seeing this one, I now remember why.
After like 30 minutes into the movie, I finally remembered what happened in the second one.
Give us a rundown, Ray.
What happened?
Remember what the fuck happened?
All right, in the last movie, in the
Close
second
IMDb. Take that shit off your computer.
Mm-hmm. What I had remembered, what happened in the second movie, they got out of the maze, and then they were going throughout the city into some desert, and then they found a resistance group, and then Wicked was tracking them down.
Who?
To
Wicked?
Wicked, yes. Wicked is the company that had built the maze. As soon as that happened, there was like a final showdown, and then two of their teammates taken away captive. Teresa pretty much gave the location to Wicked where they were, and then there was this one big gigantic showdown. That's all I remember. After that point, it just ended the movie into this movie.
Okay, now I'm going to tell you right now, you sound like a fucking 4-year-old girl explaining how a movie went.
Well, pretty much that was it.
It sounds like he just pulled that whole plot out of his ass.
Yes.
Here's the lowdown. This is thankfully the last part in a trilogy, and this is what I always hate when they have movies based on books, is usually a disjointed fucking mess. So, if I remember correctly, the first one was just called Maze Runner.
Yeah.
And the second one was Maze Runner, The Scorched Trials.
Yep.
And then the third one, the one we saw, Maze Runner, The Death Cure. And I'll be perfectly honest with you, I still don't know what the fuck's going on. I sat through that whole fucking thing. I absorbed it. I nodded my head. I rubbed my chin as if I was in deep thought while I was watching it. And I fucking left that theater. My shoulders were sore from the amount of times I shrugged.
Oh my god.
I don't know what the fuck's going on. I don't fucking care.
You don't care. Yeah,
I shouldn't have went into that sober. That was so by the numbers, the executives at Disney would be proud.
Oh,
that
damn.
whole fucking thing.
You know, it's just the book is very much kind of like that.
I don't know, man. I don't know. If I ever had a book that was this disjointed, I don't know what I'd fucking do. I mean, the problem with this fucking movie is it didn't slow down long enough with the narratives that it relentlessly pushed on you for you to really kind of absorb what the fuck's going on. If this was Sesame Street, we'd have like the word of the day. And I'm going to tell you right now, kids, the word of the day for this movie is sacrifice.
Oh.
Everybody's sacrificing themselves for something. People are sacrificing themselves in order to validate a sacrifice that was sacrificed earlier in the movie, which was needed to avoid the sacrifice of these other people who still chose to be sacrificed because the sacrifice was necessary.
I don't think...
And you in the audience like, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah,
I don't think the main character had a sacrifice. He just was like... He was like Jesus. I thought he was going to die.
Thank you. The main character was an allegory for Jesus. He didn't die.
That's what pissed me off.
He took our sins upon himself and sacrificed himself.
What
to
sacrifice?
Free us.
He didn't do shit.
Like, everybody he sacrificed himself for still dies, yet he lives. Oh, so then technically you didn't really sacrifice yourself. You're alive.
The whole thing is that he's supposed to have the actual cure. He was kind of
creative. Hold on. Let me. We went way ahead. No one knows what the fuck's going on. And that's what happens when you get into movies that leave you more baffled and frustrated.
Yeah, this
is exactly what happens. So let me start clean slate, guys. Clean slate. What this is. This movie follows, basically the MacGuffin is a character from the previous movies called Mio. He was like the main maze runner, and he was kind of sort of the de facto leader. Now, Mio is played by Ki Hong Lee. And he was kidnapped at the end of the Scorched Trials. So now their big thing is to get him back. Thomas, played by Dylan O'Brien, pretty much takes center stage. He's now the leader or whatever. And there's a lot of reminiscing and picking up of other people who left off. And part of the huge drawback is every time they see someone, when they pick up Gally, played by Will Poulter.
Yeah.
Oh, Gally, I thought you were dead. No, you left me for dead. And I'm like, who the fuck is this?
Yeah, you
like every character that popped up that they were shocked to see. I'm like, who the fuck is this now?
Yeah, you would have to watch this movie back to back to back.
I saw all three of them. I can't remember who. All that shit was. It leaked out of my brain when I slept.
Yeah, it was.
I can't remember who. There's fucking the love interest. What the fuck?
Teresa.
His name? Teresa, played by Kea Scodella Rio. She's got to change that fucking name. She's never gonna get fucked by Harvey Weinstein and given a good part with a name like that.
Is that too soon?
Nope. Hollywood's imploding on itself. Fuck them. Yeah. So this chick, apparently she's their version of a Judas, and there's supposed to be some emotional conflict between her and Thomas. Yep. And I'm like, I don't know who the fuck this is. So I don't care. Everyone's like, you can't trust her. No, I can't believe you're doing this. And I'm just like stifling a yawn and fucking around with my phone because there's no vested interest. I'm not invested in any of these fucking people because I can't remember what the fuck happened.
Yeah,
everything was so by the numbers that you could just throw it away.
I can agree.
You could replace Thomas with Mr. A. Miho, his name could be MacGuffin. Teresa could be plot point. All these fucking people could replace their names. And I don't know if it was just me, but the one named Gally, Will Poulter, who...
He's a decent actor, man. It's just...
his face.
He always looks angry. It's his eyebrows, man. It's his fucking eyebrows.
I know it's the fucking eyebrows. They look penciled in. I'm like, dude, are you like trans? I mean, I'm not saying you're a bad person. I won't watch the movie anymore. But I'm not saying you're a bad person. But his eyebrows look penciled in, man. He looks off. I could never take his character serious.
You know which character? You know which character I took serious?
Who?
I took Walton Gollins. He played Lawrence. He's Shane from The Shield.
His costume was awesome.
His shit was amazing.
His costume was great.
Well, that guy reminds me of Skeletor.
No nose. He looks like Skeletor, but he's no Skeletor. If the guy would be like, "Look, our friend is in there. How dare you?" and he would jump and say, "I dare anything." Okay, you know what? Yeah, I can give him a Skeletor. Here's the thing that pissed me off: the character Georgie, or is it Jorge? Is it Georgie or Jorge? Played by Giancarlo Esposito.
Oh, Jorge.
Yeah, that's Gustavo's, right?
Yeah, that's Gustavo. Gustavo Fringe.
Now it's not the time. No, but I'm saying the whole thing is with the way his character was acting.
He acted like that
painful.
in the book. He acted like that in the book. He always said hermano. Yeah, in the book. He said that shit like 10 times a page.
But the way he was pulling it off, I kept expecting him to start singing Mambo No. 5.
Oh my god!
I kept expecting him to say that. A little bit of Monica on my mind. He just with his fucking fedoras and shit that he was wearing. It just seemed way too corny.
He was the best well dressed in that movie,
which upset me because that took me out of the character. And what really pissed me off, Aidan Gillen.
Yes,
he played as Littlefinger in this movie.
In all three movies,
was it Littlefinger or Peter Baelish? Who was he playing in this movie?
I think it was Littlefinger.
His character, he was the only one pulling this up from the muck a bit. And that's only because he was literally playing Littlefinger.
Yes, it was. I was like,
he was the whole time. It's like
he's got that same whisper.
He always seems like when everything's popping off, he's collected. Go down there, find the boy for me.
We're not going to stop haunting them.
Say to it that he's collected. It always seems. It always seems like he knows what's going on, even when he doesn't. It's like. I'm just gonna bullshit them. They won't know this.
Dude, I felt bad.
And that was Littlefinger.
Yeah, it is Littlefinger.
He was the only person that seemed to command a stage presence.
You don't realize what you have done.
Exactly.
You know what scene was awesome? When he said, shoot at will. Those cannons reminded me of Transformers, the movie, when Metroplex defense system is against the Decepticons.
Those cannons remind me of Pacific Rim. It's like, this is the best we could cobble together at the last minute. That's what those fucking cannons look like. But even that whole thing made no goddamn sense. I mean, here's the thing. They're trying to get Miho. And by the way, I checked. I really knew what I was expecting with this movie in the first scene where they go to hijack a train. filled with their most valuable asset, which are these kids. We gotta have them. They're more valuable than anything in the world. Okay, so we're gonna transport them through hostile lands. What should we use with defense? Get like 5 guards. That's like 150 kids. No, that's enough.
Oh,
5 guards. So these kids managed to stop the train. It's like, oh, the guards are in front of the train. All right, so the guards are going to go stop them. How are they going to do that? Well, these kids are using the train as cover. Let's run at the train with no cover and just shoot. And just keep moving straight. And they just got like popped off one by one. And I was like, yep, I see where this is going. You're now, one of the best quotes I ever heard was actually uttered by Space Ghost. Remember Space Ghost Coast to Coast?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
A hero is defined by his villains. If you have shit villains, no one will ever respect you as a hero. And these guys were beyond incompetent.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Yeah, we're just gonna slowly walk towards the train as we're shooting and get picked off one by one. Then they're gonna go in the train and there's nothing but kids in there. Oh, no security inside the train? It's not like there's something valuable in there. Nah, it's fine. It's not like the kids are gonna fuck around and try to kill themselves. Nah. I would have had one train with the kids.
Yeah.
And the other 2 cars filled with soldiers.
Yeah.
That's what I would have had. Just to lure them out. And who knows? Maybe they got the wrong car. Okay, we got it. We're in. They open it up.
They get all shot up.
All you hear are the lasers. There's lasers aiming at everyone. Yep. Bam, there you go. But no, it's incompetence because we have to show that these Maze Runner kids are just so badass. So
I thought they were going to release a monster or something for those people.
I don't know.
I was like,
and then
all this fashionist technology and they couldn't fucking control a fucking mob. You know how do you control a mob? You shoot fire at them.
Yeah.
They stop that shit right away, bro.
Make some examples.
Well, I gotta say, some of the action points here actually are right. They're not that bad.
They're that bad.
They're
that bad.
They're
awful, bro. And the guards couldn't shoot at them right.
No.
You know? It's like fucking. What is this? Are we dealing with stormtroopers?
No, it's not that bad.
No, it was that bad.
Stop defending this movie.
Let me explain something to you, guys. We're gonna get back on track. We're gonna jump forward for a second, just so I can explain this to you.
All right,
there's a point where there's a big wall protecting a city.
Right.
Everything outside the wall is hostile. For some reason, the city just decides, yeah, that's fine. We'll just leave them there. Okay, that's bullshit. Number 1. Number 2.
I did scratch my head on that.
They blow a hole in the wall, so all the people are rushing through. And it's like, oh man, they're rushing through the wall. The wall's been breached. What do you want us to do? There's nothing we can do. I'm like, dude, it's a funnel. If this were an actual battle, I would jack off for an opportunity like this. It's perfect. Your enemy is funneling through one point.
Yeah,
you can literally get every person available on that wall, like converge on this one
shooting
point.
Fish
and
in a
they all
barrel.
come right there and shoot right there.
Exactly. I will concentrate my firepower at the entrance of that wall, at the breach of that wall.
Oh, the cannons aren't working. Fucking throw some fucking grenades down there. Once you see that the pile of bodies is so high that you have to climb over it to get in the city,
then you're
going to fucking deter people from going in. Like, yo, I literally have to climb corpses to get in there. The fervor I had has died down.
These aren't zombies. These
the fervor I had has died down. I'm calm now. I've calmed down. I'm not whipped into a frenzy no more. Yeah. It's not worth it. You know, you get some cars, ram the cars into the hole to seal it up. For the time being, they got buses. They had a whole bunch of buses. Bring the buses there to clog up the hole for the time being, and they just sit there with guns and just shoot every person.
I'm expecting any tanks. They got no tanks, no air support, nothing.
As thick as that wall was,
only people who have air support.
How do you defend that, Ray?
No, as thick as that wall was,
that explosion was bullshit.
That explosion with no way in the world caused that amount of damage on that wall.
That's when I call bullshit.
That was really bullshit.
That whole fucking wall came down, dude. Maybe it could have blown a hole in it.
If they had some dragons.
Get the fuck out of here. Shut up. Maybe that car could have blown a hole in the wall.
Dragons.
Okay, fine. But the entire fucking thing collapsed.
That was too excessive.
I was like, no, bro.
That was too excessive.
And then you have freaking controlled demolition explosions knocking down the buildings inside.
I saw that. I was like, what is that?
It's like, dude, that's a controlled demo. What the fuck's going on? But what really pissed me off is everybody's sacrificing for this kid Miho. And realistically,
they could have just left him there.
I would have just left him there like, oh man, it took Ray. Yeah, but we got like 1,000 people here that we managed to rescue.
Yeah.
You know, I'd be like, well, Ray's memory will live on. And I'll jump on that fucking boat and I'll go. It's like, fuck him.
I understand.
But it's all about sacrifice, and he takes like fucking first it's him and 2 of his boys, fucking Newt and Black Guy, fry pan. And they go, and then turns out freaking Jorge and who was the chick? Was it
Brenda. It's Brenda.
Jorge and Brenda meets up because
Notice-
they want to sacrifice themselves too. And it's
Right.
like everybody's going out there, and then they meet up with the guy that they thought was dead.
And we're not talking about the middle part of the movie where they're like,
There was nothing going on in the
There
middle
was
of the part.
nothing going on,
Everything is so slow paced and
thing
drawn
is that-
out.
Entire movie only really had three set pieces.
It was some Christopher Nolan stuff going on around.
Well, that's
there.
what happens when you only have 3 set pieces. You have to change the lighting to make you think it was
Yeah.
more. You had the tunnel before the city.
Yeah.
You had the outside of the city, which was basically like the ghetto, grotto, whatever. And then you have the inside of the city. They just reuse those scenes constantly. Now, I am pretty shocked, though. The chick,
Brenda.
Rosa Salazar, she plays as Brenda.
Yeah.
She, as much as they're trying to make everyone seem dirty and grimy, she's pretty hot. She still pulls it off. She does the whole
she did
girl next door / spicy Latina thing. And apparently she's got some voice acting chops on her too, man.
Yeah.
She's in the upcoming bastardization of that manga. What's it called?
Battle Angel.
Yeah, she's gonna be voicing Battle Angel. More importantly, she was the voice of Copperhead in Batman: Arkham Origins.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. You say that as if you're surprised. Yeah, but you should be surprised. I bought it for you for Christmas, so you never played it. So, I guess that's a reason you'd be surprised. But yes, I've played all
What
the.
happened to that game, anyways?
That was a good
he
game.
never played it.
No, he didn't.
She is really hot.
He
They made her
traded
look
it.
like
That's the makeup. Run that makeup app. See what she looks like without the makeup. I mean, she's still fuckable. I'm not gonna sit here and I'm not gonna yell out, be gone, thought. No, I'll still tap that. I'm saying that's all the makeup. The cast they're clearly doing their own things because they damn sure didn't bring their A game for this. Now, you know what really pisses me off? There was no side that I really wanted to root for in this movie. The Shane in the city.
Yeah.
He's rising. He's whipping the people into a frenzy. We should be in there doing this and that. I'm like, be in there to do what?
What do you want? Yeah, what do you want?
You're gonna go in there, you're gonna shoot a bunch of people, gonna rape a bunch of people, gonna steal some shit. You're gonna come right back outside and you're gonna fucking die because you have no idea what you're fucking doing. You have no direction. Get in there for what?
Yeah.
If I was running that city, I would have people on stakes impaled in front of the wall, lining the fucking wall. And I would tell them, when we get the cure, you're going to be the first ones to get the cure because you're right there. And I'm doing that because I fucking feel like it. But you make me change my fucking mind, I will burn all you fuckers to the ground.
Damn, some
'Cause you're
Wesley
fucking-
Snipe shit, bro.
The best you can hope to be to me is a test subject, and I will reward your loyalty with first crack at the cure.
Damn, bro. Some
But
demolition
piss
man
me
over
off.
here and shit.
Dude, I will make Mad King Ares from Game of Thrones say, yo, chill. All right? Damn, relax, dude. Calm down. I will make Mad King Ares seem like a cuck. I will fucking come out there like, yo, we're fucking dying. I got nothing to lose. So why go half-assed? So
That's
I have no pity for the people in the city. I have no pity for the kids that are running in there trying to save fucking Miho, even though they're grossly overpowered. It's like, look, you have a chance to make a new society, or you can throw all that away to try to get one guy out.
Yeah, it's just making a society.
And even if you get that one guy out, it's like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing? They're trying to find a cure. What are you doing? Oh, we're trying to leave. Then fucking leave. Oh, but they have Miho to do what? To try to find a cure. Oh, so you don't want a cure. Oh, we do want a cure. Then fucking leave him there. Oh, but he's my friend. So fucking leave. I don't get it. It's like a giant fucking circle. None of it fucking makes sense.
Yeah, none of it makes sense.
So I had no pity for them. Then you go to the fucking people in the city. I forget what the fuck they're called. Oh, we're trying to find a cure by torturing the shit out of this kid. And I'm sitting there racking my brain like, why couldn't they do this in the first 2 movies? Why did they just suddenly decide, torturing this kid's gonna make a cure? I don't understand.
It's supposed to be the stress in the brain is supposed to release some kind of toxin.
And it took them 3 fucking movies to figure this out?
Yeah, it's a little poorly written. But the one thing that's not in this movie that's in the book...
It's stressing the brain, but then you have fucking Thomas who's just, your blood is the miracle blood. So
actually,
none of that shit made any difference.
That shit in the book didn't really exist because at the end of the book series, there was no cure. They couldn't cure it. They just put them on an island and that's it.
I would have liked that.
That's it.
I would have liked that.
The lady, that blonde lady,
without the main character.
that blonde lady,
dying.
she dies, but in the movies, they don't actually have the teleportation device that they had. They never explained it in this movie. that blonde lady puts all the kids and everybody on an island, closes off the teleportation device, and that's it. Everybody else dies. They're the last humans on the planet. That's how the book ends.
If they would have done that, I would have liked that because the villain has some redeeming qualities. Like, I made myself a monster on purpose, and I have to live with that.
Yeah.
But now that I've learned that my being a monster is not going to help, the least I can do is give you some peace, give you some closure. And that would have made me kind of look at her like, well, she wasn't a complete bastard.
Yeah.
You know, she had a soft side. She was doing what she did because she had to do it.
That's how the book ended.
But this thing here is like they found.
I know, man. I think they end the shit with a way that they're gonna do another movie. I guarantee.
No, man, this shit's done.
I guarantee.
That ending was lame as shit.
Yeah.
They find a cure, the smallest scrap of blood. Oh, okay. Thomas's blood is the cure. Thomas sacrificed himself to go in there to get Miho out. He gets Miho out. Oh, your boy Newt is infected. You come back, I can give you a cure. I'm going to come back to give Newt the cure. I'm going to sacrifice myself for Newt now. Newt dies. Shit. Oh, Thomas, everyone else on the planet is dying. You can save all of them with your blood. I'm going to come back to save everyone else with my blood. I'm going to sacrifice myself again. Oh, fuck that. Apparently, Peter Baelish is an asshole. Who would have guessed it?
Peter.
So fuck it. I'm just gonna leave and go. Oh, but the chick who betrayed you.
We were friends.
The chick who betrayed you, but you still kind of love or whatever. Teresa is still there. So now I'm gonna sacrifice myself to go back for Teresa. And by the way, every single person he sacrificed himself except Miho died. So all that sacrifice was for nothing. And then at the end, she throws him on the helicopter, which apparently only the rebels can afford a helicopter.
No, they stole that. They stole that.
Okay, only the rebels can. So the rebels stole the only helicopter in the planet.
Yeah.
It's the only helicopter in the planet.
No, there's actually several.
Where were they?
They were crashing.
Where were they?
I don't know.
I didn't see a single fucking one.
I saw one. They were crashing. That thing was diving down to a fucking building.
In the
book,
like,
what?
In the book, they were supposed to be chased by Jansen on that berg, so it was supposed to be a fight, and Jorge was supposed to die.
That would have been nice.
He was supposed to die saving them while he was fighting Jansen. That whole scene, that whole dynamic was kind of fucked up. So they had to fight in the building and stuff on the berg.
Either way, Thomas sacrifices himself for all these people. They all die. He keeps sacrificing himself over and over and over. And there's so many allegories to Jesus Christ. He's supposed to be Jesus.
Yeah, he's supposed
Let's
to
say
sacrifice
it.
himself.
He's Jesus. He's constantly taking on
Way too
all
much.
this horrible suffering and torture and everything else to save everyone's sins from these angelic, godlike people who are in this
Mary
clean
Magdalene
place.
is there too. That chick who
Absolutely.
got saved by his blood and
Absolutely.
stuff. Right?
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. He said, take my blood and drink from it. My
The
blood
boy that
will wash
his
away
friend
your
that
sins.
died from the disease. He was supposed to be John the Baptist.
I
Yeah,
really
he
never
was
looked
John
at
the
it that way.
Baptist.
He's the one who found out
He's
that
John the
he's
Baptist.
special
Galley,
and stuff.
Galley was Judas. Judas, who had come to regret his decision and sought atonement. No, it's fucking all over this place.
Yeah, it's all over the place.
There's
bro.
allegories
Ray
all
didn't
over the
get it.
fucking place. And then at the end of it, after all this shit that happens, the virus will destroy mankind, my blood can save them. At the very, very end, it's like, fuck it. We're on this island. Roll credits. And I'm like, for real? Yep, we're on this island, roll credits. And that's it.
And you're not going to defend that anymore?
No, that's how the book ended.
Come on, I'll let you in on a little secret. I think this movie fucking sucks.
Oh my!
Matter of fact,
you want to review
matter
it?
of fact, let me give it our official review. I'll go first. I'm gonna give this shit a low rental, and that's me being generous.
Oh wow!
I'm giving it a low rental because it has the fundamentals, but honestly, it's a convoluted mess.
Yeah.
And it's fucking lazy, and it's fucking by the numbers. And me calling this a low rental is me being fucking generous. But I'm feeling magnanimous today. All the Jesus imagery got me in a forgiving mood because, like Jesus, we all want to forgive. And I say to this movie, and I say to you, Wes Ball directing it, I forgive you. But not that much. You still get a low rental. I'm going to allow you to get some money. I'll give you a low rental. Forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. All right, Ray, what you going to give it?
I'm going to give this because it's the closure of the movie. And
What fucking closure? Did you see a different ending? Did you wait till after the credits? 'Cause I got up and left.
No, I got up and left with you.
Was there a different ending after the credits? Is that what happened?
No. I'm going to give this a complete rental.
The rental, huh?
He gave him a higher rental. That's what he's doing.
No, I'm giving it a rental only because
He's giving it a higher rental. You know?
only because the pacing of this movie was
The
going
what now?
on. The pacing.
The what now?
The pacing.
The what now?
The movie was longer than it needed to be, man.
This movie was a goddamn clusterfuck.
The pacing on this was awful.
Remember how I said there are only 3 scenes? The movie literally jumps from scene to scene.
Yes, it
There
does.
is no progression.
I did tell you, Ray, that this movie hit the shark after about 40 minutes me watching it.
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah.
told you about it, and
Jump
then
that shark,
you
baby.
were so like gullible by this movie that
Look,
your
man.
eyes were shining.
Look.
I was like, Ray, talk to me.
Look,
Look at
most-
me.
look.
Look at me, Ray. Like Superman trying to talk to his father.
Look. All I'm saying is most new trilogies have shit third movies. Like The Hunger Games, shit third movie. That movie is fucking awful.
The movie should have stopped after part 1.
Yes. And so did this movie. Needed to stop after part 1, but they wanted to continue it on. Just a rental. Just a rental. I mean, there's really not much to say besides there's
It's
a couple
a
of action piece scenes here where it looked like it wasn't schlocky, and then it turned into total schlock.
Yeah, that'll happen.
All of a sudden, they're being chased, and the girl with the bus stops on the X, and so they had time to actually mark on the street an X where the crane was going to pick up the bus.
Yeah, that was some Hollywood bullshit.
And then the crane picks it up, and the weight of all the kids and everything was going to actually
No, the
make
weight
it
of
drop.
the bus itself. It
Should've accordion.
it only grabbed. No, I'm saying when it picked it up, it only grabbed onto the what's that thing on the front called?
The front bumper,
No,
No,
front
not
rail.
the bumper. Not the
the
bumper.
grid, I'm sorry,
The grill.
the grill.
It's like an extra grill you put on there
Yeah.
specifically to keep the radiator from getting smashed.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that
There's no
was-
way that thing should have held it. That's
No.
something that was put on separately. It's not welded into the frame.
No, it's not well into the
That- there's
frame.
the moment he hooked that shit up,
It
as soon as it went up, that
It
fucking
would
bus
have
should
ripped.
pop.
It would have ripped like this,
Yeah,
completely
that's
like this.
exactly what it should
Because
have done.
they're jointed at the bottom of the vehicle.
Yeah.
The strength of that is at the bottom of the vehicle. Steel frame of the vehicle. But anyways, Ray, I'm just letting you know so that way you don't make any more excuses, okay?
I'm not going to choose.
Yeah, he's making an excuse.
It was making everybody go to sleep
Yeah.
at the fucking 30 minutes of the movie, bro.
Yeah. I
It
was
was
just
fun.
I was
I
just
was
sitting
having-
through it, looking at my fucking watch.
Ray, I was having a big problem with the acting and a big problem the editing.
Yeah.
The editing was
And
awful.
I'm like, what's going on in here? Because everybody at the beginning of the movie is trying to figure out what happened the last one.
Yeah.
You're trying to remember. you know?
I'm trying to remember.
And they
I
did
was
a
trying to
horrible,
remember.
horrible job of trying to summon things of the previous events.
They should have given you a
Okay?
flashback.
They should have they should have given you a quick flashback, a quick rundown.
Exactly. You could rent it, put it away, and you forget about it. My frustrations as
Oh
a
my God.
computer, I'm frustrated on this. Okay, you put that shit at the bottom.
and you
let
start
that
and then you
shit
start playing "Drop This Kitty Down Low." You
Yeah.
play in the background.
to the
No.
windows.
Drop that kitty down low. Drop that kitty down low. So yeah, this piece of shit gets a
Low rental.
overall gets a low rental.
Yeah, Ray.
Yeah.
And that's
should've-
because I was
if
feeling
I had
generous.
hands, Ray, I would hold on to your hand.
Yeah.
I said, "Listen, this shit ain't worth it. Please go away. Go.
All right.
Walk out of here. You could do it."
All right.
No, man, I could give it a faith on this. I have faith. Like, I know Jesus loves you, but go away.
All right. All right, guys. Don't forget to visit our website at g2ta.net and gottatalkaboutit.com.
Sounds like a fucking 8-bit double dragon.
Gotta touch the touch of the dragon. Feel the might of the dragon.